outside shoulder, outside shoulder. And move the new outside shoulder with your belly button. Up. Yep, you can do it. Yes. Up. Taller, taller, taller in the saddle. Yeah, and there she goes. Up. Outside shoulder, outside shoulder, outside shoulder. And the new outside shoulder and the outside shoulder, outside shoulder. Lift, lift at the same time. And yes, yes. Oh, bless. Good effort. Yeah, and hop. Yes, good. Hopla. Okay, and reward. Now, the steering was much better now. The bend was much better. Your rein use was much better. And the one thing you noticed is that you lost leg reaction. And then again, every time she stopped entirely, and then she started trotting again afterward. And the thing is that you put your leg on a bunch of times, and all of a sudden she listened to it anyway. Now, yes, because you got out of the way. She was waiting for you. And it's just a very good way to kind of rub your face in it, really. Does that make sense? You know, you didn't even use your crop. Even though I just told you how to emphasize. You could have just tapped her to make her go faster. But you didn't. And then you didn't have the need to. Yeah. So you felt it. You just trust that feeling. Again, like that's what I was trying to say to you at the very beginning. You now kind of went like, yeah, but the horse can do it because it did it before. It trotted before, and now it's actually better bent. What are we doing wrong? So you asked yourself. That's a good thing. Does that make sense? Because you're on a borrowed horse, you're trying to see what can she give me. I'm not going to tell her who to be. I'm going to see what I can. What do you know? We'll dance that. I'm not going to tell you a new figure necessarily. Maybe at some point, but first make sure I go out of your way. I'm letting you do it. Make sense? Okay. Questions so far? We'll let you swim a little bit. So you're going over there, and then because she's filming from there, you'll take V, which is right behind you there, V, and from V you're going to half pass to E, because it's just beyond the camera. Yeah? Or something like that. Yeah, half pass. Yeah, you just go around, and then you go from V, half pass, and you just go to E. And yeah, there might be obstacles. So good luck. I think you'll miss it. Yeah, okay. I think you'll miss it just about. Or you can just go on this side. See how you go. Out the shoulder comes across. Belly button turns. Feel the inside seat bone, seat bone, seat bone, and lift her across. Lift her across. Yes. There. Feel the forward step. Forward step. There, you can go past it, yes, and then go across again, up, across and forward, across and forward, across and forward, across and forward. Yep, there we go, and reward. So, pretty good effort. It's just that your stomach is doing too much of this, and this is why it's a little bit stiff and a little bit against the bit, as we say, or above the bit. But it's about she's not quite round enough in the saddle. Otherwise, oh. How often have you done one-handed half passes? Never. Well then, she went over there. We're quite happy about that. Does that make sense? Need to start somewhere. So, let's try the other rein. And again, some half pass. What you did with the crop on the outside shoulder was not a bad idea. It seems to have helped a little, but that it needs to be accompanied by a lift of the inside seat bone. The inside seat bone. Yep. And bring her across, yep, and up. Lift the inside seat bone, the back of your, yes, yes, yeah, oh, again, and again, up, yes, there, coming up, you can do it, hopla, haha, yes, oh, reward. You know that if you just push her with the heel, it became more difficult to get her in between all this stuff that I left in the arena. And then this moment you kind of went, oh my God. And then it went better. Almost as though I should leave more stuff in your arena. Because you had to miss stuff. Yeah, and then at the end you tried to just push. You went like, ah, oh, thank God. And then you kind of relaxed down and put a bit more leg on, and it didn't really help that much. Does that make sense? The beginning, yeah, the difficult bit was the best bit. Makes sense? Because you were trying to be there for her, and she was going, what are we doing? And you went like, shall we do this? Make sense? Okay, zigzag half pass. So you go whoop, whoop. In shot. Outside shoulder comes across, you lift the inside loin, right armpit. Yep. And then hop, 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 and then the other side, outside leg, and then lift the inside, the inside, the inside. There, yeah, and then bring that shoulder across. Belly button turn more clearly, and then hip joints turn more clearly, and then twist, hop, there, run, run. Get the outside shoulder to turn around. Yeah, and your hip joints, die left jomske, and your heuge jomske, hop, 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 to mommy. Yeah, and then left jomske and right jomske, yes! And left jomske, hop. Yep, you can do it, hop. Now, and you can then, of course, be a bit more active with the crop, just pushing her around like a finger, just on the outside of the neck. I don't know how much single one-handed she's been doing. I have no idea. I have no idea. Have you done much in one-handed? Little. Really? So she doesn't know either. So she doesn't know to pay particularly much attention here. Yeah, that's something they will get used to and then become much easier when you've taught them from here. Then they start listening to that, and then I have the luxury of just going doop, doop, doop. And now you kind of go like, no reaction, no reaction. All of a sudden there's reaction. But only because you started that reaction here, and then she goes like, oh, that makes sense. Does that make sense? So this is still very small. So sometimes you want to kind of emphasize this with a bit of this. It becomes too big very quickly, but it's just, oh, you're thinking Spanish wolf. Yeah, but that can be very useful. Ja. Oh. Ja, ja, ja. Leave it is, it is. So. Yeah, and you start noticing that just how useless this is. And you kind of go like, but that would have been all right if I could adjust. Does that make sense? And the moment I do this from here, just how much softer I'll become in my hands. Because there's just less to say. Make sense? Yeah. Go fine. Lift, yes, 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 nicely done. And then, yep, and then turn around, get the turn up, lift the inside loin, there we go, there we go. So the softening to your hand happens in your seat. You know that she's waiting for the zigzag. Yep, there, yes, 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 reward. It's very small, but it was very nice. You noticed? Yes. Yes, 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 reward. You notice? So the sideways was not particularly impressive. The bend was not particularly pronounced, but it was consistently which side, and she was clearly happier. Thereby you did it better. You definitely, and you prioritized the right thing. Her gait is prioritized over the side movement. Yeah? But that only starts becoming interesting once we start having this kind of an issue where we need to deal with. You kind of go, oh no, I don't kick her so much, so I get to say anything. Because if I just go and go, 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 at some point I have no control. So you prioritize everything right in this time. Yes, it needs to grow in its side movementness. Sure.
I was saying, like, we're dancing, like, now we're dancing.
Yeah, it's Saturday Night Fever. Yes, exactly. But and you know that she liked it. Yeah, okay. And then she started giving you some things, and you're going, oh, I'll take that, sure. But some of it was her suggestion. But that doesn't have to be bad at all. Because some of it made the next thing easier when she came to you. Now, I want to do another thing, which is a similar idea. So you start, let's say, from over there. So like I or F or something. And you're going to do a half pass towards this post. And then you guide a half pirouette. You're just doing this in walk. And then you do a half pass back the way you came. Just in walk. So that means that you're doing mostly the same thing, but you don't certainly make a diagonal into a turn. This is quite an important thing one-handed. Yeah, and then inside hip coming forward. Yes, coming forward. That's it. Belly button turn. Not too much pull on the rein. More. Yes. There we go. Yes. Dance with her. Yeah, that's it. Feel the dance. Yes. feel the dance, and just get her to that post, get her to that post, and then let her dance around that post, and then turn, now turn, and then think of the half pass again. Yep, and then half pass, your near stomach on the left. There we go, yeah, yes. Your left stomach, there we go. Doing your belly button to the letter. There we go, and then stomach. Yes, stomach, yes. And reward, well done. And then you could, if you want to make it really hard on yourself, you do a renvers at the end, but never mind. So, what you now did is travers to a pirouette, and at the end you can do the kind of the opposite by doing a renvers pirouette. Yes, belly button turn. Yes, belly button turn. Notice that the renvers is just about exactly as hard as it usually is. It doesn't really matter that much in renvers, because I wasn't allowed to use my range much anyway. So the renvers is kind of the same as always. So, okay, let's do that. You just half pass, and this time you go on this side of the post. And once you get here, you just turn her around in renvers like this. And then you half pass the back the way you can. Keep that outside shoulder. Yep, so that you find the post with her outside shoulder, outside shoulder, outside shoulder. Keep the motion, give a little bit more. There, give a bit, yes. There, and then lift your stomach and turn around. You can do it, yes. Left stomach, left upper leg. Yo, look at that. And then half pass over there, and you can trot in that. Yeah, trotting on. Yep. Hop, tall, hop, hop. Feel the motion, dance with her, dance with that better.
Det är ju
Feel
häftigt.
like dancing, dancing. So, anyway, that was pretty good. Yep, okay, good. Right, Ljomske. Yes, more pronounced with your right, Ljomske. You can do it, Find the hind foot turn. Belly button turns, takes her shoulder around, yes. There, lift it up. Think of the half pass, carry her. Yeah, come on, yes, you can do it. Yes, hopla, hopla. You see? Good girl. You feel why I make you do the fancy stuff? Just because it's we could do slaloms all day, but you wouldn't do them as well as you just did this. I mean, if you did a slalom now, I suppose you would then get the chance to actually kind of go, actually this outside shoulder is all about here, and then I'm up there, and I don't need my reins. And I need to kind of throw you in the deep end enough for you to genuinely let go of your main communication. That you probably didn't even realize how wedded you were to your hand. Yeah, of course. So you don't think about it. Yeah, and you're probably a lot softer than you ever were before, I presume. Yeah, because you probably worked on it for a long time. And it's not, yeah, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just that it could be a little bit better. And then you get a little, and it can be a bit better again, and a bit better again. And this carries on forever. That's not a terrible thing. But it's kind of funny how much you apparently can do when you get forced. Does that make sense? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you know how hard it was to stop doing this? It's kind of funny. You're still a little bit too insistent. Yeah, you need to kind of give more fully. Yeah, and I know that's actually kind of hard in the beginning. Now, what I would like to do with the last couple of minutes is do a counter position. Go. But let's, oh, yeah, of course. Why not? So I would do it around that post. You do a walk pirouette, and then you just canter away from it. So you just do a walk pirouette into canter pirouette maybe a bit, and then you canter from there. Yeah, belly button turns, outside leg, yeah, into hip, outside leg, outside leg. Make sure you turn your hips. And then ready, and Ready? And gallop. And fly. Fly, my pretties. Fly, fly. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, but you know, and it's not any different to the mistakes you made this morning. But it's so obvious. Does that make sense? It's just that you become very more aware. Isn't it funny? Try again. I mean, the counter transition was pretty. The hard bit was easy. And then you just wanted to just carry on. And then everything collapsed. And then you can't afford to kick too much or push too much with your calves because you would lose steering. Yes, exactly. You need to keep dancing. And it's almost like a ballerina coming up in the air. Outside leg. Boom. Boom. Turn your belly button. Yes. Think of left armpit, the direction of your armpit. Yes. And go. You can do it. Hop, fly. Yo. And fly some more. Fly some more. There. Fly. Fly. Yes. Fly. And reward her. Reward her. Good effort. You feel? Well, one time on the other side, and then we're running out of time. How's it right in the neck? Is it hip? Is it hip? Yes, exactly. Yeah, that works. That's fine. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Feel the inside the loin of the horse coming up. Yes, yes. Yes, toe, yes. Up, yes. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Much better. Yes. And keep it up there. Yes. Yeah, oh, good effort. By the time you realize what you need to do, you had already left it, I know. But it was much more fluid because you let her get on with it. And then I don't need to push all the time. And at some point there's a moment where she goes, that's enough, and you gotta go, no it isn't. And you carry on, and that's it. You just put two calves on, and then she goes, I'm sorry. And then it's so much easier to get much more reaction out of your leg. Does that make sense? So, anyway, I think that's about time. But well done. Made you sweat a little bit. Yeah. Yo.